Quiet on the set.
Camera speed.
Sound production.
Roll sound.
Rolling.
Sound production. Take 2.
Welcome to the I Remember Liking That Movie podcast. Remember those childhood movies you loved? Now, we're going to watch them again and find out if they're still as amazing as you remember. Or, your father was right. You were an idiot, and everything you watched was stupid. So buckle up, movie aficionados. Over-the-top gore? Check. Over-embellished action? Check. Gratuitous nudity? Double check. Storyline so absurd you could drive a semi-truck through those plot holes. Oh yeah, some of those movies didn't even know what a movie plot was. And that's the way we liked it. Now, here's your hosts, Anna Santos and Jimmy Coates.
Welcome to the I Remember Liking That Movie podcast, and we are marching on to Halloween. And next up, I don't have the year there, but it is 1987. Is it 1987?
Yeah.
We have been in 1987, 1986, now back to 1987 again. Lost Boys to Fly, now Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors.
Yes.
This was my pick. What do you remember about Nightmare on Elm Street 3?
Okay. Let me see if I can, because it's been about 15 years since I watched it. But I do remember, obviously, Freddy in the Dreams, a psychiatric hospital.
Yes.
And a lot of nightmares. And I think the whole premise, no, because the whole premise of it isn't it that the main girl, who I think is played by, is it Patricia Arquette? She can control her dreams or something? Or they try to get her to control her dreams?
Figures out that you can. I think Nancy is it from the first one is in this movie.
Yeah. She's in this one. She plays a doctor.
And where this is the first movie where they can they realize that they can interact with they can become some stuff in their dreams where they can actually start fighting back instead of running away. In number 1 and 2, this is where they realize that they can fight Freddy.
Yeah,
it usually doesn't work, but
no,
at least you can go down fighting.
Like they keep trying, and God bless them for trying. So that's what I remember most about this. I remember a lot of scenes in the psychiatric hospital. I remember a lot of nightmare scenes. Like this isn't a movie that takes place in the awake world for most of it.
Right.
Also, I didn't realize Lawrence Fishburne was in this.
Yes,
loved him.
He plays an orderly.
Fantastic. But yeah, so that's pretty much, and because I think the last time I saw this was during a Nightmare on Elm Street marathon.
Ooh.
So yeah, I do that sometimes where I'm like, Nightmare on Elm Street, let's watch all of them. If they're all available, let me watch it. And I remember liking this one. Was it my favorite? No. But that's because it felt very kind of like, oh, you're fighting back. Oh, that's nice. It didn't instill terror. You know what I mean?
I do remember a lot of people said that this went from the scariness of Nightmare on Elm Street to a little more campy, actiony type horror.
Yes.
This was my introduction to Freddy Kreuger. This was the first Nightmare on Elm Street I watched because I stayed up late and kept it down low. It was on HBO.
Yeah.
And I watched Nightmare on Elm Street 3. I didn't watch number 2 and number 1 until after this movie. So this was my Freddy Kreuger. And this was actually because we watched number 1, 2, and the remake. Yeah. This is where Freddy becomes the jokey Freddy, the one-liner Freddy.
Yeah.
And this was also the first Freddy where they made a video based on the title, not Nightmare on Elm Street 3, but Dream Warriors. What was it? And we'll watch the movie and find out, but it was by Dokken? No. Dokken.
Okay.
Dokken. And then, because by number 4, I think it was the Fat Boys did the song for number 4.
Oh, the
Remember the
Boys.
Fat Boys?
I remember them.
And yeah, but I remember loving this. I also own the collection on
Oh, wow.
Blu-ray. It has all 7 of them. And then I remember I like the collection, everything. I kind of like having them individual.
Yeah.
Like I have the Friday 13th one, the Conjuring one, and I kind of wished I got them individually. I don't know, something about having the case by itself. I know it's stupid, but
No, I can get it. I get it.
like just getting the case to each, like up in the corner here for those listening, we have the Nightmare on Elm Street 3 DVD case, and it's cooler having them individually. Anyways, this was directed by Chuck Russell. Now, if you know who Chuck Russell is, he did The Mask. He did The Scorpion King. He did, what else you do? Oh, he did the 80s version of The Blob. I love that movie.
I don't think I've ever seen The Blob.
With not his brother, not Dylan. Something about Mary Dillon. It's very famous. His brother, Kevin Dillon, is actually in it.
Oh, okay.
And Shawnee Smith is in The Blob. Actually, I remember really liking that movie. He did Eraser with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Bless the Child. He did a couple episodes of Fringe, or 1 episode of Fringe. Yeah, all right movies. People have made worse.
This is true.
But Robert Englund, Heather Langenkamp, Patricia Arquette, Lawrence Fishburne.
Yep.
Now, Nightmare on Elm Street's 1 and 2, the budgets were very low.
Yeah, I feel like this one jumped up.
What do we think this? Yeah, because this one I think was a lot more special effects. I'm pretty sure there's going to be fucking blue lightning in this fucking movie.
Probably.
Just of all the 80 horror movies we watch, it's definitely going to have some blue lightning.
100%. I'm going to say 12 million.
Ooh, nice. Let's see. Oh, 4 million.
What?
I figured by now Robert Englund, they didn't hire him because he wanted too much money, realized that the movie was shitty without him. I'm guessing he got at least $1 million for this movie.
Probably, yeah.
4 million. Wow.
That's a lot. Well, I mean, I assumed it was higher.
Yeah.
But I was like, 4 million. If you're paying Robert Englund what he's worth, that's not very much money for the actual budget of the movie.
Here, I'll ask. How much did Robert Englund make for Nightmare on Elm Street 3? It's not publicly available. He got $1 million.
He probably got, well, no, he probably got $500,000.
And maybe some profit.
Maybe even 250. Because if you're thinking, okay, for the first, he probably would have gotten scale for a lead that's like, I think it was like $1,500 a week. Now I want to look at the pay scales.
Yeah, that's so low.
Yeah.
Actors get screwed.
They really do. Unless you get some of the back end.
Yeah.
And
you should
don't accept a buyout.
Even a tiny bit.
No, but what they'll do a lot of times is they'll do a buyout. So instead of giving you any royalties or rights to royalties, they'll be like, look, we're just going to buy you out. And they basically pay you twice as much plus a little bit.
Yeah.
Because they're like,
and then your movie hits huge and you're like, fudge.
Then you end up screwed.
Yeah. I'm guessing this movie did okay because they made a lot more Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yes. I think it did very well.
On $4 million? Jesus Christ, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's take a look. 1987, yes, $44.7 million.
Yeah, there we go.
11 times its budget.
Yep.
Came out in February. What the fuck in between? I don't get that. This is a summer movie, dude. You probably would have made more. Maybe, I don't know.
Unless there was like a drought of like good movies.
Oh, could have been, yeah. Or they had too many better movies on their slate. Who knows? February 27th came in at number 1 with $8.8 million. It went ahead of Platoon, Now,
Oh.
don't think it was in its 11th week.
Oh.
Outrageous
Oh,
Fortune,
okay.
which I remember liking. Mannequin.
Yeah.
Hoosiers, Some Kind of Wonderful opened up at number 6.
Oh.
Black Widow with not Sean Penn, Sean, the girl.
Sean. I can't see who that is.
Oh, Sean. Oh my God.
Hold on. What was
looking right at her? Actually, I know the two actresses.
Shh. Okay, Black Widow. Oh, let me spell that correctly.
Black Widow, 1987.
Okay.
Oh, Deborah Winger. It's not a Sean at all.
I was gonna.
Deborah Winger, Teresa
Emily
Russell, Dennis
Grimes.
Hopper. I remember liking that movie. It's about a woman. They're trying to figure out all these men are dying, and they think it's a female serial killer, which back in the day and even today is very rare.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're trying to figure out if it's a serial killer killing all these men
Interesting.
that she's marrying, and they just drop dead. It doesn't take a genius to put that together.
Remember, women aren't violent.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know. He fell on that knife 12 times. But yeah, it beat out Crocodile Dundee, which was in its 23rd week. Over the Top. Yeah, but anyways, 8.8 million,
Yeah.
did very well. Second place on week number 2, second place on week number 3, 4th, 6th, 7th, 9th, 11th, and 12th. It started over 1,200 right up until April 3rd. It was at 1,196.
Yeah.
And then 1,100, 854. So it had some staying power.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. It was only beat out by Lethal Weapon, which was a Christmas movie released in February. God, people are dumb. So stupid. Yeah. All right, whatever. Don't listen to me. All right, let's look at some taglines for Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Freddy's just around the corner.
No.
No. Sleep, those little slices of death, how I loathe them. Edgar Allan
No.
Poe. No. If you think you'll get out alive, you must be dreaming.
Ooh, that was not
That's a
bad.
good one, yeah.
Yeah.
If you think you're ready for Freddy, think again.
Oh, that one's good.
Yeah, that's not bad. Those are pretty good. It did very well in the theaters. I remember loving it. I'm going to go out on a limb again and say not the best reviewed.
I think it's going to be okay reviewed.
You think so?
Yeah, because I think there will be a lot of later reviews. I think reviews from the
maybe,
1980s
yeah.
would have been bad. But I think if people are watching it now, they'd probably like it.
Yeah. And I'm guessing the popcorn meter, the fans, is going to be much higher than.
Yes. That's what I think too.
Yeah. So where are we here? Oh, actually, it's no
maybe not.
difference. But it's not bad. 64
Yeah.
reviews, comes in at 67%. That's really good for a horror movie. And over 250,000 fan reviews, comes in at 68%, a 1% difference. So
That's
yeah,
rare.
Yeah, that is pretty rare.
Yeah.
All right, so this is one of mine.
Yes.
I will look for a good one here. Here we go. Oh, actually, Matt Brunson says easily the best film in the series, 3 out of 4.
Oh, wow. Impressive.
I don't know about that, but I do remember
Oh.
liking this movie.
Patrick Kavanaugh from The Wolfman Cometh says it offers more campy fun than it has any right to deliver, though it's still a far cry from something I'd call good. Original score 2 out of 5.
Alan Jones from the Radio Times says full of great special effects and with Freddy's prehistory filled in very satisfyingly, this is a roller coaster ride from the opening. Edgar Allan Poe quotation to the final Ray Harryhausen homage. 3 out of 5.
Nigel Andrews from the Financial Times says abysmal, and the only thing worth cheering is special effects work by Peter Chesney. No score.
Madeline Harmsworth from Sunday Mirror in the UK says the story is tighter, the special effects classier, and the humor darker.
Bob Ross from the Tampa Tribune. The originality and wit of the first two seem to have been skipped in favor of flashy effects and pseudo-religious false traits. Original score 1.5 out of 4.
It's just for a third go around. It's not bad. That's a good one. This guy's. This is Chris Chase, New York Daily News. The special effects are first rate, and the actors are agreeable. So looks good, but the actor's kind of shit.
Yeah. Desmond Ryan from the Philadelphia Inquirer. It's the dumbest installment in the series. No score.
This is a real shame that this is about as good as it gets for the series. Felix Vasquez Jr., cinema crazed.
Richard Martin from the Ottawa Citizen. It's a perverse tribute to the skills of actor Robert Englund that Freddy has become a cult hero, but with any luck, we've seen the last of Freddy and his nightmare. That review was posted in 2023. Apparently, Richard Martin didn't know there were more.
Ken Hankey from the Mountain Express says, easily the best of the sequels till A New Nightmare, but still nowhere near the original. 3 out of 5.
Bill Brownstein from the Montreal Gazette. Some have called it classic gothic horror. Others say it's merely grotesque. Go with the latter group.
And I'll end with Joe Blow from Joe Blow's Movie Network. Fun stuff if you're sitting around the house on a dark Saturday night looking for a flick to give you the heebie-jeebies. 7 out of 10.
Oh, we're going to read this one from Variety staff at Variety. Debuting director Chuck Russell elicits poor performances from most of his thesps, making it difficult to differentiate between Pick's comic relief and unintended howlers.
All right. IMDb gives this 1987 18 plus. 6.7 out of 97,000 reviews. That's on par
That's
with.
pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I will start with 10 since this is my pick. Oh, come on. I go by it every time. Oh, there's a lot here too. Damn it. All right. Let's take a look at some 10s. Oh, here we go. Typical 10. This is the best Nightmare on Elm Street film ever made. Dream Warriors is awesome. I vote over 8. 10 out of 10.
Closer to the first film than all the others, but still not as good as the first. Gangsta Hippie, 9 out of 10.
This sequel seems to be less darker than the original and the 1985 sequel, but it's extremely well made sequel that made Freddy a star. Hugh 675, 8 out of 10.
Oh, Lord. Oh, no, we're not doing that one. I know which one we're doing. It's all the way up top. I was scrolling through this and I was like, God. Another bunch of kids try to stop Freddy. Captain Kuth, 7 out of 10.
This is Sid Neudberger, 6 out of 10. Cheesy, but charming.
An acceptable sequel. Psycho 153, 5 out of 10.
Okay. Well, it's not a complete waste of time. Mill Wivets, 4 out of 10.
Breaking point of the series. Should have stopped before this one. A Moss, 3 out of 10.
I only have 2 out of 10, and it just says horrible. Alpha Dog, 2 out of 10.
And I only have 1 out of 10.
Wow.
And it's Freddy does One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Ben Cheshire, 1 out of 10.
All right. So let's take a look at, get rid of you. Here's the poster for those listening. It has Freddy Kreuger with his blade fingers out, and there's a bunch of kids standing in front looking like they're about to fight him. I do like the house on the bottom with the clouds and the moon,
Yes.
and the light is parting the way of the words of other people that made it. I don't know what that's called at the bottom, the tag of the company and all the people that made
all the
film.
production info.
Yeah, I like all the Nightmare on Elm Street. I like the DVD covers. I like the movie posters. If you're a fan of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
And up top is, if you think you'll get out alive, you must be dreaming. All right. Well, that is, I think we got everything. So now we will close all this stuff. I remembered my Nightmare on Elm Street 2 search. Oh my God, there's a trailer here from 15 years ago.
Oh,
Not
geez.
watching that one. All right, let's take a look at this. I have a feeling it's going to be the 1, 2, Freddy's with the little creepy kids singing it. It's not creepy at all.
Nope, not at all. Broke down music box and a humming child. That's not weird.
In a dark room.
Yep.
Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, grab your crucifix. 7, 8, gonna stay up late. 9, 10.
A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. Freddy's just around the corner.
That tells us nothing about the actual movie.
Which is kind of cool. Remember when they really didn't tell you anything about the movie? You just...
Well, I mean, I kind of remember a time where you actually just had to show up at the movie theater and be like, what's playing?
Yeah. And then you're like, oh, Freddy's back. And then you went and...
You're like, let's go see what Freddy has to say.
Yeah, he's around the corner.
Yeah. He's
go
ready
see
for a
it.
visit.
Yeah, that didn't show us anything. It was don't get me wrong, it was a creepy trailer.
It was creepy right up until his hand came through.
Yeah, you should have
then it
left it.
Campy.
You should have done it quick, going for the girl or grabbing the girl, and then
Yes.
cut away immediately. You
Like,
left
show
it
the
too
girl's
long.
face.
Yeah.
Show the girl's face. Put his hand
Screaming
over
or
her,
something. Yeah,
like pulling her back, something like that. But I was
you
just
left
like,
it too
went,
long.
Yeah, it went off.
I
to the
still
side.
think I'm gonna like it.
It's probably gonna be campy as all hell. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
I'll enjoy. Like, I enjoyed it when I watched it the first time. I didn't think it was a stellar horror movie, but I thought it was really fun to watch.
Yeah, these Nightmare on Elm Street 3, 4, 5, Freddy's Dead,
Yeah.
Freddy versus Jason.
Hmm.
They have gore. They're not scary.
Yeah.
Half the time you're rooting for Freddy. Or you're laughing at his stupid one-liners, and
Yes.
it's a different type of movie. This is a slasher action
Mhm.
comedy type thing. But yeah, I think I'm gonna like it. I don't think it's gonna be scary. Should be
I don't
fun
think
though,
it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be fun.
as long as it's fun. Well, we are gonna go watch A Nightmare on Elm Street 3: Dream Warriors. Oh, don't forget to stick around after the movie to listen to the Dokken music video. I would play it, but we get
No, we
by
can't.
YouTube every time we do.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna go watch this, and when we get back, we're gonna review it.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
And now, on with the show.
Yay! Oh, I forgot to bring him up. Shit.
You're fired.
Yay! So I got my Nightmare on Elm Street crap up.
Can you hear me? Am I coming through?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you. Oh, there we
this
go.
fucking test.
Fucking ridiculous. God bless. I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyways.
Did you watch A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors?
I did indeed.
And what is your initial thoughts?
Here's my initial thought. When I was watching the credits and it said written by and it had like 8 names in there, I was like, wow, that's a lot of writers.
Did you notice the names?
Wes Craven was the top one.
Yes,
and then I recognized a couple others, but I didn't clock that, but I was like, oh, that's a lot of writers.
There's a few.
And more than a few. Usually if you hit like 4 writers on a movie, it's usually like there was a writer and then there was a revision team. When you have more than 4, then there are multiple revisions and too many views. And that's exactly what this movie had. It felt really, really confused.
Yeah, it was a little confusing.
Yeah.
It was trying to be, or it had bigger ideas than it got all on screen.
Yeah, it was because like it wasn't terrible. And it was definitely fixable. But I was like, yeah, are you trying to scare me? Because like it had its moments, but there was no atmosphere. There was no ambiance that just stayed through the whole movie. Because you know how you watch certain movies and you're just kind of waiting for someone to pop out and kill you? Even if they're just like having the greatest time ever, you're like, somebody's going to pop up and kill you. And you keep thinking that through the entire movie. There were times I forgot that this movie was Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah. Well, it's basically what happened here was Wes Craven came up with the story and then he was like, here. I'm not directing it. I'm going to take some money for producing. Here's the story. This is what this is the general idea. But one of the closers, because I think Chuck Russell, I think he directed the 5th movie. Mm-hmm. Frank Darabont was one of the closing writers. He was the one that gave it this was his actually first Hollywood writing credit.
Yeah.
And I saw no remnants of Shawshank Redemption or The Green Mile or The Walking Dead. Oh, maybe The Walking Dead. But I thought this movie was fun. Part of the comments while the preview was going on was, yes, this movie, it seemed like there was more to it. There was a bigger idea here. And it didn't get to all of it. And I think that's what The Nun was. And I think that's, but I also,
I was going to say the reveal of who the nun was
yeah,
such a like afterthought. And I was like, how are you going to put her in through the entire movie, create all this mystery and then be like, oh, so that's who it was.
Yeah.
What? That's it.
It was definitely, it wasn't, he did have a lot of one-liners and he did have a lot of great one-liners but it wasn't, and that's what one of the conversations was during the preview was, it wasn't over the top. Like by Freddy's Dead, it is such a cartoonish film that, and I mean, it has its merits and it has its fun, but it's gone so far that way to the cartoonish side. This seemed to be like he was kind of menacing and he was funny and he had some good one-liners. And it's been a long time since I've seen 4, 5, and 6. But I do remember, I can honestly think I'm safe to say that he gets more.
Yes.
By the next one, it's a lot more because people like it, and you're no longer who you're not wondering who's killing these kids.
Yeah, mystery is gone.
The mystery's gone. There's no surprise here. So
there is no shock and awe. None.
Yeah, I forgot I had a huge crush on Patricia Arquette. And a huge crush on Tierna. What was her name? Taryn?
Who?
Jennifer Rubin, the heroine chick.
Taryn, yeah.
Yeah. I forgot. Oh, and the nurse.
You had a thing for the nurse too.
Oh, I got to see her titties, and she got ugly. I was like, ugh. She turned into Freddy. That just seemed wrong.
Jesus Christ. Sorry. I will say this though, all the reviews that talked about the bad acting. And I think this is why I think there were 3 main problems with this movie.
Yeah, there's some acting in here that wasn't great.
No. Things like Langenkamp. God bless her, Nancy. God bless her. She's supposed to be kind of the linchpin of this movie.
Yeah,
so all the action that they didn't have to kill her, but they also didn't have to cast her in this. They could have chosen any one of the other Elm Street kids. They didn't need her. But she, God bless, she's supposed to be the central character. And she's terrible in this. Like really
I wonder if she
terrible.
I know she's in a new Nightmare. I wonder if she got better.
I'm sure she did.
Because I don't even remember her being this bad in the first movie.
Me neither. But my God, it was terrible.
The best actors were Tyrion, the heroine girl.
Yeah.
Kincaid.
Yeah.
The guy that got killed off as the puppet.
Oh, yeah. That was a good one.
And like the mean nurse. Not the sexy titty nurse.
Lawrence Fishburne was awesome in this.
Oh, Lawrence Fishburne was pretty good. Yeah.
Yes. I'll give him that. Everybody else, I was like, guys. But
yeah, thank God Lawrence Fishburne took time off Pee-wee's Playhouse to come and shoot fucking Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
I'm thrilled he was in it because at least there was someone who looked comfortable on camera.
Yeah.
Just one person. But yeah, no, it's there was that. There was no theme through it all that they adhered to. Like sometimes it felt like a horror slasher movie. Sometimes it felt like, an episode of Power Rangers. Sometimes it felt, it was just, there was like a lot of, and I was like, man, I would have loved a little more continuity with the atmosphere and the theme. It was just like you get thrown out. Also, it had really shitty pacing.
The pacing was off. I will say this, the practical effects, for the most part, were great.
I will give you that. If there was a green screen, though, the skeleton.
Oh, it was a blue screen. I saw. Yeah.
It was, I was like, my dude. And it does kind of, but I was also like 80s. I mean, this is what it was looked like, but it looked almost cartoony. And that's another way it just kind of throws you out a little bit. But, you say 80s, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not mad about that. But yeah, no, most of the practical effects I was down for. It was great.
Yeah, like the big Freddy coming out of the ground and swallowing her up, and the effects people must have had a ball doing this shit. And this was done on $4 million. Like this is, I would say, like if you were to try to do this one again, like I don't know if you could get. You wouldn't be able to do it for $4 million. Obviously.
For sure. You probably couldn't even do it for 40, to be perfectly honest.
It's because it was the effects were quite really well done. I believe
there were okay. The very practical effects, yes. And then there were
a couple shitty, there were a couple shitty.
And then
ones
I think there were a couple shitty moments, but overall, I totally agree. And yes, the TV kill was epic. That was in
The
one of our
TV kill
comments.
was very good.
It was
Yeah.
fucking fantastic. And then I'm like, how are they going to explain this away as a suicide? She jumped 3 feet in the air and threw herself into the TV.
Yeah.
It's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, it was. I did like the kills. I like the puppet kill with the veins coming out of his arm.
Mm.
I thought it was gross when he was making out with the nurse and the big long fucking tongue.
Yep. Always hated that tongue.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. I was kind of sad when our drug addict Dream Warrior got killed. I was kind of sad when our nerdy little wheelchair boy got killed.
Yeah, poor wizard.
Yeah. But yeah, it was. I didn't hate this movie. I liked it better than number 2, and I think I don't know if I liked it better than number 1. I don't.
I did not like it better than number 1.
Yeah,
I think I liked it better than number 2.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I definitely liked it better.
Like, I'm kind of neutral on this one. Like this one, I'm like, I mean, yeah, it's not a scary movie. There is
no. I think after number was 2 that scary. It had its moments.
I think 2 was scarier, not as scary as 1.
Yeah.
And again, we really like the remake of 1, probably more.
And they don't get any scarier after this.
No. Then after this, it just turns into gory funny.
Yeah.
Which I'm cool with.
Yeah.
Right. The dogs with the human heads. Those were weird.
The dogs with the human heads. Oh, in part 2.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. A much darker tone in number 2 as well.
Yes.
And
number
a New
2
Nightmare.
Really
I have not. New Nightmare is probably I've seen the least amount of times. But I remember it being much darker.
I don't think I've seen New Nightmare.
That's the one where they're making a movie about A Nightmare on Elm Street, and then weird stuff starts happening.
I have not seen this.
You haven't seen A New Nightmare?
I haven't seen A New Nightmare.
Well, it makes sense. It's the lowest grossing Nightmare on Elm Street movie of all of them.
Like, I kind of knew it existed, but I've never got around to watching it.
Really?
Well, shit. Maybe I'll find time to. Oh, I gotta rent it.
Heather Langenkamp's in it again. I don't know if that's gonna.
God bless. God bless. You know what? Wait, John Saxon is in it. I thought he died. Anyways, oh, Tracy Middendorf.
Yes, the dog with 2 heads. And I forgot about the dog pissing fire, and that's what I think that's what resurrects Freddy. The dog pees on his grave, and he comes to life. I'm sure. I hope there's more to it than that. I hope there's more to it when we get to number 4. Then,
yeah, we'll get around to it. We'll figure it out.
If you look at this not as a scary horror movie, this is a gory action genre. I don't know. It's almost like a Marvel movie, but you're cheering for it's the bad guy.
Yeah. Mainly because I don't really care about any of the characters, really. I'm like, I'm fine if you die. I feel kind of bad about that vibe. Kristen, I kind of felt sad about.
Yeah, her mom sucked.
I felt kind of sad about her. I was like, please tell me you make it to the end. That's all I want. I just want you to make it to the end, little girl. I want you to find happiness away from your neglectful mother.
And Zsa Zsa Gabor was in it.
Where was she?
She was in the when the girl was watching TV and falling asleep.
Right.
The talk show.
Yes,
the guy who played the talk show host in that, I think he was a talk show host back in the day of some smaller channel, or I don't know, but he was in an interview that was on one of the Blu-rays I was watching.
Yeah.
And he was saying, and he goes, even if you're not popular, he goes, you appear on a Nightmare on Elm Street movie, like part 3, and you play a talk show host, and he goes, you get fans and you get fan mail. Yeah. Oh, there's the nurse.
Can I tell you, when the nurse started getting naked, and we saw
paused
the
it like I
titties.
did,
No, because I'm not a pervert.
and then like it turned out to be Frey. Like, oh, I guess
No,
I'll
but I
put-
did make the note. Where is it? And titties for Jimmy.
Yeah.
That's what
Nice titties too. I don't
they
think
were
she's really a
very
nurse.
lovely. I think, oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
See, I that picture of Patricia Arquette and the, I'm gonna guess foam, silicone.
Yeah.
Fred following her.
I would like to watch the making of this movie.
Oh, I'm sure the effects guys were probably just like kids in a candy store.
Yeah. No, this movie wasn't perfect. Like Joey. Okay, so when Joey first appeared,
Yeah.
he had a teardrop tattoo.
Mm.
He had a little teardrop tattoo under his eye. I'm like, what fucking gang does Joey belong to? Who has Joey fucking killed to be put in this? And should he be just walking around? And then the little teardrop tattoo's gone. I wonder if it's for another movie, and he came back to do a reshoot or something. But yeah, I'm not sure why he had that. Also,
honestly, it probably was just makeup was too busy.
Yeah.
Or he was running late.
Yeah, and then you forgot about the tattoo or it was in there, they forgot the whole, and they got the shot and put it in.
If they shoot one scene with the tattoo and then they shoot 5 or 6 without it, at that point, they're not reshooting 5 or 6 scenes. So they're like, never mind, let's keep it rolling.
No, I had fun watching this movie. Because one, it's Freddy. I love Freddy Kreuger.
I know you do.
And hold on, why do we have the corner there? Look at that. There we go. Look at my beautiful Elm Street stuff. And I thought the effects were good. The pacing was a little off. The acting wasn't that great, but it's a 1980s horror movie. I mean, Jesus.
Look, I'm not
and it's
saying
$4 million
terrible.
bucks.
I'm not saying it was terrible. I'm saying it had the ability to be better without adding extra to the budget.
Oh, every 80s horror and 90s horror movie had
But
that.
I mean, there are some, like, it's not that I was bored. I think I was just kind of disappointed because there were some scenes that felt like they did not belong in A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Well, the plot hole here is that he keeps Joey alive to somehow like entice him to come back. I'm like, they fucking fall asleep. Kill Joey. You don't need Joey. They're gonna fall asleep eventually. They drugged what's her name. She's coming. So it's like they did it just so they can do that effect. And there were other things throughout the movie that they did kind of like this. That was a big one though. Like, you don't need Joey. Like, they're coming whether they want to or not. They are going to fall asleep. So I think they just did that so they could have that effect of him falling through the bed and being hung there with the tongues. And yeah. I like that they brought back the dad. The puppet was kind of cool. And like,
Puppet was very cool.
All they did was just have the puppet jump down, walk over to the bed, and then turn into Freddy. Like, you did not have to do that. Like, you're just doing that, but it was cool. You're just doing it because they're like, we got like $400 million this time.
But that I'm not upset about.
No.
I think it was more the interactions between all of the patients and Nancy and even the staff, because I'm like, oh great, you got to throw in a scene with a creepy staff member.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
that's fucking weird. We've already established that Taryn is a drug addict. Like, we don't in recovery, we don't need the creepy guy being like, I can get you into the dispensary. Yeah. We don't need that. Like, it would just, and that it's stuff like that where I'm like, and then it's like the group therapy sessions where it felt like a skit that was put on by your high school about the perils of like mental health and not helping yourself, like that kind of stuff, where I'm just like, oh God, it feels like the teachers got together and did a skit about, talking out your problems. And it was just like, it was stuff like that where I'm like, oh God. But then you'd get back to the other stuff and you're like, okay, yeah, I like this part. And then it would kind of pull you out again and you'd be like, oh, we were so close. Because obviously, in any kind of movie like this, an 80s horror movie, 70s horror movie, and 90s horror movie. God, I love that house. Um, you're not going to have steady, high level stress, but give me low level stress.
Yeah.
Like, make sure I'm uncomfortable through the whole thing. There were points where I was completely taken out of the movie, and I was like, okay, fine. Overall, though, not bad.
Like their dinner. And I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, I think she's like 19 or 20. You're like, you have to be like 40 something.
There was a lot of weird.
And then
in
they're
there.
like, oh, but I was 6 years ago, and I'm doing the math. Well, the first movie came out in 84. It's only 87. I think she's stupid. I think she's lying about their age to bang the doctor.
That's even weirder. That's fantastic. Thanks.
See, I should have wrote it with Frank Darabont. He'd just be looking at me. What the fuck's wrong with you? Why are there so many titties in the script now? Doesn't even make sense.
Oh my God.
The Freddy hasn't been on a page in like 80 pages. It's just titty after titty.
Oh
My God.
God. There are some
Goodness.
people who would love that movie.
Yeah.
I'm not one of them.
No, it was all right. I from number 2, which I thought was a complete. I didn't hate number 2.
Mm-hmm.
It was very slow and it was very different. It had that underlying gay thing that we explored, and we both watched Scream Queens. Did we both watch that? Did you watch that?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Which was very interesting.
Yeah.
I wish I would have watched that first before I watched Freddy 2. I watched it after.
Yeah.
Same.
Same.
Yeah, no, I thought this was, yes, it could have, you are right. You're 100% right. If you could go back now, like, I'm sure after they could like, oh, we could have, but I think that's with a lot of movies, but yes, there are just some, and they don't have to be major, just some subtle tweaks
Yeah.
and changes would have paced this and made this a much better movie. But for an 80s movie, I did enjoy it. Is it my favorite Freddy movie? Probably not.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like the kills and the effects were good. And I'm glad, like, where's the fucking bourbon? Welcome to prime time, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I like when she's at the thing and he's like, she's like, you give him back or whatever. And then he carves in his stomach, come and get him.
Yeah. Come
So
and get him, bitch.
Come and get him, bitch. Yeah. He likes the bitch word.
He really does.
Yeah. It does make me want to watch more Nightmare on Elm Street movies. It's not like I watch this and go fuck this and threw
Oh
it
no,
in the
no.
garbage.
No. This has its place. But I mean,
Yeah.
this is the movie that in the marathon, if you go to the bathroom and you don't pause it, you're not mad. You know,
you would.
like,
I would only be mad if you missed like the TV.
yeah.
Kill.
But
There's a
there-
couple things, but for the most part, yeah, you can go grab a
Until, like,
snack.
the last quarter of the movie, there are in between kills, there's a lot of time.
Yes, they try to unload a lot of story about
Yeah.
the kids, a lot of story, a backstory, a lot of story about medicine.
Yeah.
And we'll
The
get to that.
hypnosil.
Yeah. Oh, when that scene came and he was on the computer and he was clicking away there, but that computer had that hum. It
Yeah.
had that old 80s IBM hum.
Yep.
I'm like, oh,
Back when
like a
computers
floppy
made
disk.
all the noise.
yeah, floppy disk and a little hard disk spot. Like, that's nice. Take me back. All right, let's go through this movie. Okay, 1 year after the events of A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. Actually, before we go, I did make a note because it only took 2 years to make this. And then after they did 3, 4, 5, they did year after year after year.
Okay.
So I think we got spoiled in the 80s because if you
did.
liked a horror movie, there were a lot of them. Like if you liked Nightmare on Elm Street, there's a lot of them. Like
They were just going
Jason,
to keep putting them out until they
Child's Play,
absolutely
yeah.
until someone was
Hellraiser.
like, we got to stop, guys.
even the shittier ones like Puppet Master and Critters and Ghoulies and then they don't do that anymore. You don't get
No.
eight sequels to a movie that you like.
Well, I mean, we're coming up on the 7th Scream movie.
That's true, but that was a 90s
that's
movie.
true.
That wasn't.
That's true. That started in the 90s. Then they took a very long pause. Then they came back.
Yeah.
God bless. Anyway, let's go through the movie.
Okay. Here, it just went. Oops. That was me saying, okay.
Was it really?
No, I was opening a pop.
I know. I know, sweetie. I know.
1 year after the events of A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge, teenager Kristen Parker dreams of Freddy Kreuger, who attacks her and makes it look like she had slit her wrist in the real world. Great opening scene. I did like the faucet hands turning into his hands and knives, slashing her wrist. Her mom walks in and it looks like she's slitting her wrist. Before that, she's like, Mom, I need you. And she's like, I got to blow this guy. He bought me dinner. So
accurate.
Yeah, grow up and go to sleep. And she just wants a mom. He's down there. Where's the bourbon?
Yeah, that was fucking classic.
At least it was a little classy. It wasn't like, where's the beer?
Mm-hmm. At least it's bourbon.
At least it's bourbon. Believing Kristen to be suicidal, her mother, Elaine, admits her to the Westing Hill Psychiatric Hospital, where she is placed under the care of Dr. Neil Gordon. At the hospital, Kristen fights the orderlies who try to sedate her because she fears falling asleep. This is where she starts singing, and
this is where Nancy joins us.
Nancy joins in singing, and everyone's like, the fuck is going on here?
Yeah. They're all like, wow, that really calmed her down. This Nancy girl is a miracle worker.
Yeah, I thought she was a doctor. She's an intern, I think it was.
I think so. But apparently she's a whiz kid.
Yeah. 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 The new intern therapist, Nancy Thompson, calms her down by reciting Freddy's nursery rhyme, helping her realize she is not alone. Nancy meets the rest of Dr. Gordon's patients, Philip Anderson, a sleepwalker, Roland Kincaid. I thought Kincaid was kind of funny. I was like, he's kind of like me. Like, fuck you, I'm not doing that. You go do it. You fight.
Then he
Freddy.
eventually ends up doing it.
Yeah. He's a tough kid from the streets.
Oh, Jesus.
It says that's not me. That says it. That's so 80s.
Yes. Also, he was the only black kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure when they were writing, like, fuck, should we throw a...
You know what?
Everyone's white. Should we throw a color into this movie?
But it's funny because it's the rough kid from the streets.
Yeah, it's not like, he's not like from a suburb or a well-to-do family. He's from the streets.
He's from the streets. Also, there's only one black staff member.
Oh, the night nurse.
Yep, that's it.
Oh, I can see them all those 8 writers sitting around. Okay, we got a black. Should we say he's from Harvard? And they all just start laughing. I'm joking. He's from the streets. You. So Kincaid's a tough kid from the streets.
Yep.
He probably went to the fucking audition. He's like, fuck, really? The tough black kid?
That's literally what like black people and Latino people said all through the 70s, the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. And then it started to shift where they didn't have to be rough people from the streets.
There was a Mexican, a Latin actor. I don't know if he's Mexican. His name is like, I'm not 100% sure. His name's Jesus something. Yeah. And his name in every fucking movie is Jesus. And he's a gang member in every fucking movie he plays. I came across this article. He just happens to get... He makes a living playing gang member. Like for the last 20, 30 years, he's made a living playing Latino, Mexican, whatever gang member. And his name is the name of his character and he's a gang member. Like that's odd. I'd fucking do it too.
I mean,
need a hillbilly white boy to slay racial slurs in some drama movie. Oh, let's hire Jimmy.
He looks like he's super racist.
Yeah. Why are there black people in the pool? Oh, perfect. Every movie. Why are there black people in the gym?
Oh, Jesus.
All right. Where are we? Tough kid from the streets. Jennifer Caulfield, a hopeful television actress. Great death.
So good.
I don't know, that might be my favorite death of the movie.
I think it might be too.
Yeah, it was
It
pretty.
was really good.
Yeah, when his head and the arms, everything picking her
Yes.
up, it was very well done.
And also the aftermath of her death. Like when the night nurse walks in and like
It
he walks
was
in and
Lawrence
sees it.
Fishburne, because he let her
Yeah.
stay up, and he's like, "Oh fuck, how am I going to explain this?"
Yeah. So he sees it, and I love that because it's like it's one of those things because like all of the other deaths that had to do with Freddie, they were suicides.
Yeah.
They were just confused kids. And now you walk into that, they're
Yeah,
like
her head's through the TV, and she's just hanging there.
dangling there.
How'd
Yeah.
she fucking do that?
She didn't do that by
And
herself.
he's like, I'm going to get in trouble
Yeah.
because I'm black and I'm from the streets and tough. Will Stanton, who uses a wheelchair due to a prior suicide attempt. Yeah, that was. And I love how every 80s kids in this movie is so unapologetically, like they don't care. Like the one kid that makes the puppets there.
Yeah, I
can't
don't
remember.
remember his name.
Because he goes, I want to use wood, but they don't
Yeah.
let me have a knife because they're afraid he makes this slashing thing against his wrist. Might kill myself after their friend just killed themselves before Christian got there. It's like, yeah, 80s kids rule.
Those 80 kids are now Gen X like parents.
Yeah.
Think about that.
No thought for like other kids' trauma or triggers.
Nope.
Fuck
Nope.
them. All right. Taryn White, a recovering drug addict, and Joey Crussell, who is the youngest and too traumatized to speak. He was on the debate club. One night, Freddie attacks Kristen in her dreams. She unwittingly pulls Nancy into her dream, allowing them to escape. Again, her falling through the chair, and yeah, you can't complain about the effects of this movie. I mean,
No.
don't get me
I
wrong,
mean,
there were a
some
couple
of
effects
them you
were
can,
really bad.
but for the most part, it did very well on effects, and they can hold up. They
Yeah.
can hold up.
They spent most of their money on effects, not
Yeah.
the other stuff,
Not the
like
actors
acting.
or coaching.
Or coaching, or Kristen reveals that she has been able to pull people into her dreams since she was young. Yeah, she said she used to pull her dad in. Her dad thought he was actually having the dream, and then I guess the dad just left her, and
With the mom.
yeah, with the mom, and
She's just looking to get laid.
yeah. Over the next 2 nights, Freddie kills Philip and Jennifer. Oh, okay, Philip. That's all you give it me? Fucking Wikipedia. Philip, that's where the doll falls off the thing, becomes Freddy, shoots up to be, grows into actual big Freddy. I did like this, where he slashes his wrists and the veins come. This was a good death, too.
That was a great death.
Yeah.
It actually grossed me out.
It was great. It
Every
looked
time-
gross.
Yeah, every time you saw him walking with those like veins being I'm like, oh God. Because all I could feel was like a tugging in my arms and legs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh Jesus. And that was amazing.
Yes. And
'Cause
that.
you're like in it.
And he looked like he was in pain. That's what I mean. It's
Yeah.
like they killed off the good actors first. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And then you got
Valid.
wheelchair Freddy over here. Can't act worth shit and thinks he's a wizard with that
Oh my God,
fucking blue
You
lightning.
seriously have a very good point. They killed off all the good actors first.
Well, Philip, he was the one that was explaining about the dreams. He was explaining about what he's doing and what everyone. He was the one that was he was the one that in the group session said, "Can we just get past all this? Can we go into what's really happening? This dude is in every one of our dreams before we even got." And I'm like, this guy can act, and you fucking killed him.
And this is what happens.
Fucking producers. Obviously, Wes Craven was just taking a fucking paycheck and not paying attention at all.
100%.
Don't blame him. Nancy reveals to the remaining so that's Philip, and Philip ends up on the top of the building. They're all what happened here? Oh, the deaf guy wakes up. No, the mute guy.
The mute guy.
Sorry,
I
Joey.
was like, there was a deaf guy?
He picks up wheelchair Joey, wheelchair whatever his name is, the wizard, and throws him up against the window and says, points at, and they see him up there, and then he goes,
Yes.
very good. I did like this. He grabbed a thing and started banging on everyone's door to get everyone's attention. He went and got
The
and they're all
nurse.
there. And then you saw Freddy kind of doing the puppet thing with the veins.
Yes.
And yes, this was a great death. It looked a little cheesy a bit when not the veins, but when the veins broke.
Yeah, it was also the giant, slightly transparent Freddy
Yeah.
above the tower. That was a little weird, and I was like, okay, that's a little cheesy. I get it, but it's a little cheesy. But then when he finally falls, I'm like, oof.
Yeah. And then we get not Philip. Where's Philip? Jennifer. Jennifer is the one that's going to Hollywood. 2 great deaths in a row.
Yeah.
Her and then Zsa Zsa Gabor, and then
Yeah.
Freddy calls her a bitch and stabs her, and she goes up to the TV, and when those arms come out, pick
Yeah.
her up, and his head pops out. That was a fantastic death.
That was really, really good.
So 2 great deaths.
I think that's what annoys me the most about this, because it'll have moments of greatness, and then it goes like below mediocre, and you're just like, oh, guys, that death was so great. That dialogue was so good. That actor was so great. Now you're
Every
gonna
time
give me
Nancy
Nan-
was on the screen, I'm like, oh,
honestly, she killed the vibe.
kill her.
She 100% killed the vibe.
Like, I know she's iconic, and I'm sure she's a sweet person, and
I'm sure she's lovely.
I love Nightmare on Elm Street, and she's part of it, so I do love her. But yeah,
I love her.
let's say
I think I liked her in movies 1 and 2.
Cameo. Cameo would have been good for this movie.
Yes. Give me a walkthrough.
Nancy reveals to the remaining patients that they are the last of the Elm Street kids, the surviving children of those who burned Kreuger to death years ago. I like the one kid, the wizard kid, is saying, well, no one told us. And then who is it? The Tyrion is like, that's not what, parents usually tell their kids before they put them to bed. Oh, by the way, we burnt a diddler to death because he diddled you kids.
I like that.
They try group hypnosis. I was watching this. I'm like, fuck, I'm going to fall asleep. So that they can experience a shared dream and discover their dream powers.
Yes.
In the dream, Freddy... Yes, okay, so this was kind of cool because they didn't think it worked. This is when the nurse was like, hey, Joey. Joey, being the pervert that he is, follows.
Come over here.
But what...
She didn't even say come over here. She just
No,
kinda
she just
went.
kind of looked at him. And then Joey got a big hard on and followed her out the door.
And then he never got suspicious.
No.
When the nurse starts like, I really wanted to spend time with you. What?
Yeah, this seems real. This doesn't seem like a dream at all.
Yeah. This is 100% reality. 100%.
Because if I'm in that dream and that nurse is like, James, I've always loved you. I always been looking at you. And then I'm like, I'm in a fucking dream. This sucks. But let's go with it. And
Let's
then
believe it.
I like when he's doing the little pendulum balls there and they all just
Yeah.
kind of float away and they realize. And yeah. And then the big giant tongue comes out when Joey's making out with Freddy. Killed the vibe completely.
You
I'm like,
you
it's a
like
horror
that?
movie. Forgot it was a horror movie. And this was great too. The bed falling apart and him spitting the tongues and wrapping his
Yeah, that
arms
was
to the bed.
also super gross.
Yeah. And then Freddy captures Joey, leaving him a comatose in the real world. How'd they get out of this? Oh, the other nurse walks in and they're all passed out on the floor.
And then everybody gets in trouble because Joey's all unconscious in a coma.
Yeah.
And they were like, this is an unauthorized group thing. And then meds are being used. And the doctor's all like, no, really, it's fine. I planned this. And then the other doctor was like, no, it's not. And then everybody gets fired.
Yeah, because just before this, Nancy was like, you should try to give him these drugs. And they stop dreams. Whatever. Which he found on his 1987, 86 IBM computer. I don't know. I'm like, do they have the internet? How
No,
do you get this?
that would have
info?
been like
A med
a
disc.
a med encyclopedia.
Mm.
So he would have actually they may have had the internet at the hospital.
Because this was a
Maybe.
new cutting edge, not
Yeah.
known to a lot of people medication.
So it was like Hypnosil. I I remember that name and it really annoys me that I do. But anyways, when he was initially talking to Nancy in the very beginning and he was all like, "Let's get to know each other." Her purse falls, reads the name of the pill. He looks up the name of the pill. Then Nancy suggests the pill and then he's all like, "Well, I mean, yeah. Everybody's talking about how, there's a killer going around in people's dreams. Maybe we should get them to stop dreaming."
Yeah, it bugged me about the thing. Like, how did you get that? Was it a flop? Someone give you a floppy disk? It's pretty new information, and I don't think they had internet. Because nowadays you could just ask Google
Yeah,
AI,
but
or
no,
Chat GPT.
they did have internet at the time. They probably didn't have a website where that was like a central thing. Because if you remember war games on the internet, but you use that to communicate with another computer. So unless he's communicating with another computer, like at a library or a server that has all that information, he wasn't going to a website to look shit up.
Yeah.
Which is also
Yeah.
why he was scrolling through the names of the meds as opposed to searching for it.
Yeah, he would have liked today. You could just said, "Hey Google," and then gave all the symptoms, and they said that is a night demon attacking kids in their
Yeah.
dreams. Like, oh, why didn't I think of that?
That is
Right.
a night demon attacking kids in their dreams. Oh, of course.
Of course, silly me.
It was either that or constipation. Who
Yeah.
knew?
Yeah, I went with constipation. I should have went with the night demons.
Damn.
Daniel Garcia on the chat thing here. It's just the one where they said they had a kid where he cut off his eyelids,
Yeah.
so he couldn't close his eyes to go to sleep. I'm like, show me that. Where's that scene?
That was
Because I was just thinking
before.
about it. I'm like, oh, things getting real close to the eye in movies. It's like, oh, gross.
See, I can deal with the eye. Nails and teeth, I can't. It's just, oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, no, like I when you get your nail when we watched The Fly and he was
Yeah.
taking his nails off, that was gross.
Oh, that was so gross.
Yeah. And I noticed when he was on the computer, do you notice the kitchen behind him?
Mhm.
That 80s brown fridge.
Yes.
There's a couple things in there. I'm like, I think we have that in my home.
Oh, 100%. Because
was
everybody in the
awesome.
80s bought everything from the exact same places.
Okay, so the dean is furious and Nancy and Neil are relieved of their duties. Yeah, because before this they had dinner and some weird stuff. They went in, they weird stuff was happening, and it's when Nancy was asking if he's ready for the truth, and that's when they went and did this. And I'm thinking to myself,
Yeah.
men will do anything to get laid. She's talking about a fucking night demon that's going into dreams.
And he's like,
you're
yeah.
As he's undoing his shirt. Yeah, no, totally. I agree with you. He's pulling his pants down.
Okay, look, he was creepy, but he wasn't that creepy. He wasn't that creepy. He was still creepy. Also because that's supposed to be his intern.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's
so
his, yeah.
inappropriate.
It's very inappropriate.
So
Even by
inappropriate.
1980s standards, I think that's inappropriate.
100%. Everything about that, the age, the power position. I'm like, this is just wrong.
Yeah, completely. Yeah, she's 20. She's
Yeah.
just, an intern. Yeah, that's not looking good for the old doc. Nun named Sister Mary Helena tells Neil that Freddie was the son of Amanda Kreuger, a young woman on the Western Hills Hospital staff who was accidentally locked inside with hundreds of mental patients over the holidays. They raped her continually, causing Freddie to be born. The only way to stop him is to lay his bones to rest. And you're thinking, if you can't trust a nun, who are you going to trust?
I mean,
But
maybe
no,
I've watched
we get
too many horror
4,
movies.
5, 6, 7. That nun doesn't know shit.
Oh my
And
God.
they do play in. I do remember that. I could be wrong. I don't think I am though. But they do play into the nun being trapped and that being part of why he's so messed up in other movies. I think there's one where they show a clip of a young Freddy where they're like, son of 100 maniac. Kids are just bullying him on the
I mean,
son
it's
of
what kids
100.
do.
Yeah, I would have been one.
I know you would have been.
Making fun of poor Freddy. Okay. Neil and Nancy ask her father, Officer Don Thompson, where the bones are hidden. Nancy rushes back to the hospital when she learns that Kristen has been sedated. I gotta be sedated. Dun, 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 dun. Thankfully, they did not play that song when Nancy went running bad.
Jesus.
That would have been awesome. Would have really changed the tempo of this movie. Even worse than it was.
It really would have messed things up.
Neil takes Don to help him find the bones. I like how they go to the he steals his little whiskey flask there and fills it up with old holy water. And that had to be the tiniest fucking pickup truck I have ever seen. That Nissan they were driving. I'm like, two guys could just pick that up and toss it over that fence. They didn't have to get out. That was a small pickup truck. My God.
Those were very, very popular in the 80s.
Yeah.
Because every man wanted a pickup truck, but not all of them could have big giant ones or afford big giant ones. So they all got these smaller ones.
Yeah, which made sense because you really didn't need. You just wanted to maybe throw something in the back.
Well, 90% of truck owners don't actually need a truck.
No. And then they get all mad because everyone asks them to move something.
That's why you have the truck.
I have a couple friends that have trucks, and if you need something moved, you call them.
That's what they get for buying the truck.
Yep.
It's their own damn fault.
Nancy and the others again engage in a group hypnosis to reunite with Christian. Taryn and Will are killed by Freddy. Okay, Taryn, Jesus Christ, Wikipedia. She gives it a good go. I do like when she gets into her dreamland, it has Taryn plus Freddy behind her in those big, what is it?
In a little heart.
Yeah, spray painted on the wall.
Yeah.
And she gives him a good go, but the little kissy mouths on her.
Oh God.
On
those
her arms.
Grossed me out, but I was like, "Ooh, nice. That's fantastic." But also
because his fingers turned into like heroin needles.
Yeah. And then
there they are.
There they are. And then he injects her, and then she's out. Not quite dead, but out.
Yeah.
But then I think eventually she dies because we never see her again.
No. And then the wizard. I did like the wheelchair.
Yeah.
When he's like, come join me, blah, blah, blah. He's like, no, I like it here. He goes, you're only walking around, but once you wake up. And then he shows him Freddy's wheelchair. It's got all the spikes and everything on it. And then we got our blue 80s lightning with a little green mixed in there. So that was a nice little change. But yeah, he dies. He runs at him thinking that he can beat him. And he just gets killed. When Christian, Nancy, and Kincaid rescue Joey, sensing that his remains have been found by Dawn and Neil, Freddy kills Dawn and incapacitates Neil. Yeah, the skeleton in the graveyard and the thing, there were parts where it actually looked not bad.
There were a couple where I was like, oh, and then it would start moving.
Then there were a couple,
And you're just like, oh, fuck.
Like you could see, I guess for 1987. They tried their best.
They did try their best. God bless.
Because you could tell they shot behind it and kind of the way he was moving when he was getting hit. It looked off a bit.
It looked off.
It looked stupid.
Like I had to remind myself, I'm like, this is 1987. Yes, it looks stupid, but also 1987. Like it gets a little bit of grace for that.
Yeah, it wasn't much better than Jason the Argonauts, the skeletons from the 60s. It was a little bit better than that. Dawn's ghost appears to Nancy, her dad, and he's like, "I love you, honey. I had to say goodbye before." And then he's like, "Ha ha! I tricked you." And he fucking stabs her when he's Freddy.
Yeah. He's like, "I'm on the other side now."
I forgot that actually. I'm like, I thought that was really bad.
But then I was mad for a hot second, and I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? We're having another like post-death reunion." I'm like, "Come on!" And then she got stabbed, and I was like, "Oh, okay, good.
Yeah,
thank you."
Yay! You killed the worst actor. but he is revealed to be Freddy, who stabs Nancy. Freddy comes upon Christian, but Nancy stabs him with his own glove. Then Neil, the doctor, finally purified. He wakes up because he's laying in the
Yeah.
grave. I did like how Freddy knocked him out, started throwing dirt on him,
Yes.
raised his hands up in victory, like, woo, and then disappeared. Or his skeletons dropped to the ground as he went back into the dream. But he is revealed to be Fred. Oh, no, where am I? Nancy stabs him with his own glove. Neil purifies Freddy's bones, killing him as Nancy dies in Christian's arms. Yes, they thought they beat him because Joey finally, the mute, finally got mad enough that he started screaming, broke all the mirrors, and they're like, "Oh, it's done." Like you can't be that dumb.
When that happened, when all the mirrors broke, I was like, "Why are they celebrating?"
Yeah,
That's not enough to take Freddy out.
I wouldn't be like until I see his dead body or whatever,
100
something.
Or something actually happens other than a mirror breaking.
Yeah. Well, that's enough for me. I'm out.
Yeah, at that point, I'm just like, okay, so you guys are all just really stupid.
Neil, Christian, and Kincaid and Joey attend Nancy and Dawn's funeral days later. During the funeral, Neil finds Amanda Kreuger's tombstone and discovers that she is Sister Mary Helena. That evening, he goes to sleep with the Malaysian doll. All right, that brings you good dreams. And that Nancy gave him, and Christian's paper mache. Why would the fuck would you take that? The
I
paper
don't
mache
know.
It's creepy as shit.
It made no sense whatsoever.
And then the little light on I did like that. I like the little light.
Yeah,
that
I
turned
like that.
on. That
liked
part was
it a
good,
lot.
but why do you have that?
That's my question.
Yeah.
That I do not understand.
Suddenly, Christian's house lights up from the inside, suggesting that Freddy is not defeated. No, not by a long shot. He's like the Energizer Bunny.
He just keeps going and going and going.
And that is our movie. All right. What's your score?
My score is a stream it. I've already mentioned what my problems with the movie are. There is more good than bad. The problem is the bad interrupts the good. Like that was my main issue. You never really build up any tension. There's no like low level anxiety throughout the entire movie. Like there are times where you forget that you're watching a Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Like it feels like an 80s sitcom. It feels like a Power Rangers episode where they're all just feel very young and joyous and enthused to be there. And you're just like, what? Even their rough kid from the streets wasn't that rough. I was like, I do not feel threatened at all by this young man. And there are some things that are really fantastic with the FX. There are a few, like, I wouldn't even call them missteps, but just, I guess, products of their time. It's not a bad movie. It's not a good movie either. It's passable. I think if you're watching a marathon, yes, you should watch this movie just to kind of roll through and keep the story going. But I don't think you have to watch it. I would not want to watch it. And I mean, I would just watch it if it was part of a marathon. So that's why I say stream it. I had to rent it. Son of a bitch. And I'm kind of annoyed that I paid $5 for it. I'm not like pissed, but I'm a little irked that I had to pay for it. But yeah, so it's a stream it, and I'd give it probably about a 6. There's more good than bad in this movie. And if you like A Nightmare on Elm Street, you're going to like this movie overall. It is not the best. And when I say it's not the best, it's not even the quality of the movie. It's literally the entertainment value. Because I lost interest a few times. But anyways, what's your score?
My score. If you remember like in Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors, you're probably gonna like it still. First, everything Anna said is true. But I'm still gonna say buy it. Because I did. You should too. No, I did enjoy the movie. You are right. It could have been, you could have trimmed this down 20 minutes and it would have been fine. This
Yeah.
could have been an hour and 8-minute movie. And this would have been fine. You would have got the same enjoyment. You might have been like, oh, that was great. That seemed to go by real quick. But yeah, the acting was not the greatest. There were some good actors in this movie. Freddy, it's like you wanted more Freddy. And I think that's the feedback they got from after number 3, because I think in number 4 and 5 and 6, you get a lot more Freddy. Probably too much. Like overkill. Like you killed the franchise too much. You're probably, yes, you're probably right. I probably would not like this movie over the first one. I do like it more than the second one though. And if you like Nightmare on Elm, like I really do. I love Freddy Kreuger.
Yeah.
This is a must watch. Now, the Blu-ray is like $20 for all of them, all 7 of them.
Oh, nice.
For the Blu-ray. I watched the Blu-ray and then I shot in a DVD one that I had. It does not look much different. I couldn't fucking tell.
I could have told you that.
I couldn't fucking tell the difference.
I could have told you that.
But the DVD, all 7 movies are like $50.
Okay, see, then watch the Blu-ray.
Then you get the Blu-rays.
Yeah.
They have now. They were on part of this slide show. There is a new 4K. They remastered all of them, and they went through and did a complete 4K scan. You can buy the 7 movie 4K, and apparently it looks amazing. That I would like to do, but you're looking at $100.
Jesus.
And if you want the box set that comes with the Freddy sweater, and each movie gets its own steel box case with the original poster put into the steel part itself.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. It's $300. It's $300. Would I pay $100 for all 4K movies? I probably would. That's how much I like. Would I pay $300?
You
No.
think about it.
Well, if my wife didn't find out, yes, I would buy it. But she'd find out, and I could already hear her yelling.
Yeah.
What?
$300.
Fuck. From upstairs.
Do you know how many groceries that buys?
Hear that from upstairs. They're like, hey, podcast's over. Gotta go.
My wife just found out I did something stupid with $300.
Yeah, again. Yeah, so I do say buy it. Now, saying that, I'm like, if you get the collection for $20, buy it. So you can see where I'm going with this. Every Nightmare on Elm Street movie we watch, I'm probably going to say buy it. If it was $20, I wouldn't say buy it. If it was $15 or $12.95 on Apple or whatever, I still wouldn't say buy it. If it's $7.99, $6.99, or the amount of Halloween's coming up, that's when Amazon and Apple usually drop their horror prices. And if it's the same as a rental, I would buy it. I would watch this again. It's just not as, because it's weird. Part of it is just as good as I remember. The death scenes, the TV scene, the puppet, the veins coming out of the arm. That's just as cool as I remember. The bad acting is worse than I remember. Actually, I don't remember it being bad because I was a kid when last time I saw this movie.
I don't remember it being this. I remember it being bad, but not this bad.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. Because I probably last time I saw it was in the 90s. I probably remember going, that's not the greatest acting, but yeah, I don't remember it being this bad. And when Freddy's in this movie, he's funny. He has great one-liners. He's mean. He's a total douche. He's politically not correct.
Yeah,
which is
correct.
Awesome.
Yep. I know you missed that.
Oh, Freddy. Yeah. So, and I would probably, and you can't give this movie an 8. I don't even think it'd be tough. It's a tough sell to try to tell people to 7.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go because I think I like it more than Anna. I'm going to go 6.5.
And that's perfectly reasonable.
It's better than it has a lot. You're right. That's a great way to put it. There's more good in this movie than bad, but there is bad in this movie.
Yeah.
Lots of it. And I like Nancy and I like Laura. What's her name? Laura, not Laura Ingalls. Heather Langenkamp. Laura Ingalls. That'd be a weird little house
Where
on the
I was
prairie.
wondering who you were talking about. Because you were like, Laura. I was like, was there a Laura in this? Did I miss that?
That's the Little House on the Prairie episode when Freddy goes to the prairie. Pa, there's a guy with knives on his hands at the door. Yeah. So you say stream it. I say buy it. Buy it on the low end. Do not pay a lot of money for it. If you're gonna watch like Nightmare on Elm Street, you have to have all of them. None of them are that bad, I don't think.
We'll find out.
Even two. I wasn't a big, huge, but you still. I think we both said you still have to have it. You still have to watch it because it's not horrendous, and neither's this one.
But there is also through all the movies, there is a progression of Freddy, especially if I'm remembering this correctly. Like he starts real serious.
Yeah, number one, he was the boogeyman.
Number one, he's straight up the boogeyman.
Even in number two.
End of it. Yeah, but it starts. And then this is kind of the one where he starts more with the smart alecky, and then he goes more and more until he gets fully ridiculous. But his violence also ups.
Yes.
And his kills get more creative. And it goes hand in hand with the goofing around and the one-liners and all of that.
Well, I remember there's ones where he's like playing video games.
Yeah.
He's a big giant superhero.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing this like this Acme Looney Tunes thing where he's cutting the parachute to a kid, where it just goes complete ridiculousness.
It gets more and more outlandish.
Yeah.
As the movies go on. So that's why I
stop.
think
And then but in A New Nightmare, it goes way darker again. It does. I remember that. But then it didn't do very well.
Well, that's because everybody got used to weird, outlandish Freddy, funny Freddy, and then all of a sudden they were like, wait, you want him to be serious again?
Yeah.
Move past this.
And then we take a break for a while, and then it's like, seems he's dead, but then he's back with Jason. And Jason versus Freddy, or Freddy versus Jason. Which
is one of my favorites.
Is one of my all-time favorite. It is so good.
It is so terrible.
Oh.
It is amazing.
It's like Jason. It's better than Jason X because
yes,
and I love Jason X. Don't get me wrong,
too.
I love it. But
me too.
Freddy versus Jason, because it's both of them and it's so well done. Ronnie Yu is amazing, and he does it so well and so cheesy, but such well done cheesy. Yeah, so look good. Where they have her, where they're filming it.
Yeah.
Those listening, not watching, it's the TV scene where she has to sit on this.
She's sitting on are they called sawhorses?
Yeah, sawhorses.
Yes.
And she's putting her head in the TV. Yeah, see blue screen.
Yeah, blue screen.
Yeah. So we have a stream it, a buy it, a 6, and a 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You'll have fun.
Yeah. And it is, I think this is one of those franchises where you have to watch every movie.
Yeah.
And you'll see a progression in it. Like
see,
if
I
you
think
miss
they
one,
get
it feels like
way better visually. They get
yes.
better and better and better. They're just cheesier and cheesier and cheesier.
Oh, 100%.
And I can't
100%.
wait to watch them. I think this is the last of Freddy being remotely scary. And he wasn't very scary in this movie. He was fun.
Yeah, he was pretty fun.
Yeah. Robert Englund must have had a fucking ball doing these movies.
Oh, 100%.
And at the budget they had, like when you're just watching it on that idea alone, that they did this movie for $4 million.
Yeah.
And you're going to watch the acting at the beginning and be like, what the fuck are they talking about? then when you start seeing the special effects,
you're like, okay, now I got it.
That's impressive. All right. Anything else you'd like to add to A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors?
Nope, I'm good.
All right. Well, thank you for coming back to the 80s again, 1987, and watching or going over A Nightmare on Elm Street 3. I'll have to get this stupid thing ready. There we go. Yeah, until the next movie we remember liking.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.